Hello and welcome to domytriesthis. I hope you brought your cuppa. Today's coffee cup says, "What am I doing out of bed?" I found this at Walmart last night. It is absolutely, you can see it's the size of my head. It is literally the size of my head. This is if you really need a lot of tea or coffee to wake up in the morning kind of coffee cup. The phrasing is perfectly me. I don't like getting out of bed in the morning at all. And I'd probably stay in bed all day. Actually, no, I probably wouldn't. But I'm not big into the polka dots, but I really did like this. Today's tea is honey vanilla chamomile. Chamomile has been around forever. Guess what? I've never tried any kind of chamomile before. So let's give this a taste. I'm not sure. I get a little bit of the vanilla. I'm not getting much of the honey. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be a favorite tea. I might try another chamomile to see if it's the chamomile that's bothering me about it. I don't think it's going to be a favorite tea. It's an okay tea. It's not going... I'm probably going to give it to my son, who actually likes tea, which surprised me when I found out about it. Yeah, I think I would have much preferred to have like a chocolate tea in this big old thing. Anyway, so today we are going to get into the May Ipsy bag. This just came in a couple days ago. I'm dropping stuff. Already dropping stuff. This came in a couple of days ago. And I waited today to open it. As you can see, I haven't even broken the seal. Wherever the seal is on this thing, up here, I haven't even broken the seal. So we will open it together. I have seen a couple of these spoilers. Really hoping I got a particular color on one thing, but we shall see. But before we get into that, we have to get into our unfinished business with last month's box. Last month's box was... interesting. I'm going to go with that. A couple things I really liked, one thing that was and a couple things I ended up not liking much at all. Before I get into that, there's going to be a lot of clicking in the background. Once again, my husband is fighting evil on the TV. Hopefully that won't bother you too much. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. First thing that we have is the Smashbox Always On Liquid Lipstick. I love the color of this. I like the doe foot. I love the shape of the doe foot. I love doe foots like that. It's a very firm doe foot. It's a beautiful berry shade. However, this dries down fairly sticky, and while it goes on beautifully pigmented, as it dries down, it becomes more patchy when it's by itself. I am wearing it today over a ColourPop liquid lipstick. I believe it's an ultra matte. And then I have over all of that one of the e.l.f. lip oils that I really like. So not overly impressed. If it had been a good color, it'd be a color that I would use for the holidays more than anything, because it is really kind of dark. But for mixing with other things, that's fine. My lips feel fine right now between the lip oil and the Jack Blacks I have underneath everything. I don't feel too dry. I don't feel too sticky, but you definitely have to mix this to use it. I will keep it. I will use it as a mixer, but by itself, it's not going to be a favorite. Next is this Firma 202 angled brush. This surprised me. I would have expected to like this since I love brushes, but for the shape that it's in, this actually is a very dense brush, and I found myself not really liking the way it applied. These kinds of brushes, I go into the crease and often into this outer edge to make that sharper point in there. And I just found that this just, I don't know, it really applied the shadow kind of odd, and the denseness of it was I don't know, I just didn't like it. It's not a bad brush. It works. It picks up the color fine. It applies color fine. It just didn't work for me. This is going to go into my Project Beauty share box. Like I said, I was really surprised that for once I have an eye brush that I just really wasn't all that impressed with. The third item was this Release Coconut Oil plus Coffee Sugar Body Scrub. I only use this once, and I only use this once because I really did not like it. It left, when I used it, it felt very waxy on my face. And when I rinsed it off, that waxy layered feeling was still on my face. And my my radiance pads came up very dirty. And this is just, the coffee smell, I love the smell of coffee. I'll be honest. I don't drink coffee. I don't like the taste of coffee. I love the smell of coffee. But for this one, that smell was just way too strong. So once was all it took for me to decide that I really didn't like this. This is going to go to my daughter who likes masks and things, and just wasn't for me. The one thing that was for me, I love this, was this Feel Restored Self-Warming Clay Mask. Pore opening and deeply cleanses. I really wish there was a little bit more in here. There might be just enough in there, probably not, to do one more application. Overall, this was about a 2.5 application packet for me. This was really neat and weird at the same time. You put it on your skin in a very thin layer, and as you put it on your skin, it warms up. You feel it warming up, and it doesn't get too warm. It doesn't get painfully warm. It does cool down, but it doesn't dry down. So you leave it on for the 10 minutes, a little longer, and it'll still be kind of sticky on the skin. It rinses off very, very easily. It left my skin feeling soft and smooth with no dryness. So I really like that about it. It did leave my radiance pads slightly dirty, but not enough to be concerning. And there was a tingle when I used my radiance pads. Again, nothing to be concerned about. As I said, this really warms things up, and it does say it opens the pores. So I suspect that that's where some of that tingling came from. I really like this. I really, really like this. And at $38, for a full size, that is a reasonable price for a mask. It's something that I am actually considering picking up another one of, because I really, really like this. This was my favorite thing in the bag for last month, for April. We're in April. This year's just going too fast. So yeah, I am considering picking up another one when I can afford it. Really liked it. Finally is this Ofra blush in Chameleon. I think my biggest complaint about the blush is the way it's packaged. It does have the little envelope, but then in here it's not even in any way attached, so it could very easily fall out. I have nothing to put it in, so I have to keep it inside of this. Other than that, though, this is a really nice blush. I'm actually wearing it today with a little bit of a kind of a bronzy golden super shock over it. Not a lot. Most of the color you see here is from this blush. It is very soft. It is very smooth. It is very creamy. It is buildable and blendable. It works well with others. I've used it with a bunch of other colors. It does help brighten some of my more tan colors. I have a few that while they have a pink tone to them, are more along the tan side. So it does work really well for that. I just wish I wish I had some sort of other package to hold it, like in one of these. That would make it perfect. And I looked on the Ofra site to see if they had any empty packages for this kind of thing, and I didn't see one, which was disappointing as well. But other than that, so far I've tried 2 Ofra products and I've loved them. I wouldn't mind getting more from the brand. So that was a brand that Ipsy has successfully introduced me to. Okay, so let's get into this month's Ipsy. I'm ready to do this. Let's open this puppy up. Let's see if I need to do this time. I've had times when I haven't had to pull too hard, and I've had times when it's been like, it will not open. Well, this is going to pull up just fine. No scissors needed. Maybe. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. I have seen the bag. I'm hoping I'm going to like it better in person. If not, I also should have a point thing that in here that I asked for, and I do. So I got this one with my points. This is the Dermalect Micro Exfoliating Mask. As we all know, I love masks. So I saw this and I had the points for it. It's a safety seat. So I wanted to give it a try. That stuff wants to come right out. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, come on. Let's close this up. It's like trying to escape. Trying to escape. As you can see, it's just it actually looks like a kind of a white cream more than anything. Oh, I can feel that. It has little granules in it. I don't know if that's going to dry down, but that's interesting. I can feel the little granules in there. That's neat. Alrighty, so that was what I traded for my points. That was my point thing. Here's our bag. Let's put the front side forward. Yeah, still not. One, it's yellow. I'm not big on yellow. I wore yellow yesterday for my granddaughter on my eyes or something, but I'm not big on the yellow. I do like the peachy color on the back, but I think this bag is going to end up going to Project Beauty Share, which is okay. I have tons of bags. Oh, now this is interesting. You know, on the... Usually on here they have, it's saying Ipsy. So there it is. It says Ipsy. But on the other side, we got a little airplane. That's kind of cool. That's neat. But like I said, this is going to go to Project Beauty Share. It's not something I'm particularly interested in having. We've opened up the bag. And the card says, go there. And it shows them all out. I believe they were in Paris. And it says, hey, Ipster, we're writing you from a cafe in Paris. Roxette is munching on crepes, Lynette is snapping pics, and we're all soaking in this beautiful city. Why are we here? At Ipsy, we're obsessed with self-expression, and we've found that sometimes you need to get lost so you can find yourself. To prove the magic of travel, we busted out our passports, hopped a red-eye to London, and took a train to Paris. We laughed, we cried, we drank proper tea, and ate too many croissants. We captured every step of the way so we can share it all with you. So you can check out more about their trip in your account in Ipsy. They have little articles that talk about various things about the bag and the influencers that go into the bag, which I think is really neat. When I was a kid, I used to travel a lot. It was fun for the most part. As an adult, I can't afford to travel. So I don't do any traveling much now. The last time I traveled is when I moved from California out here to Georgia. We actually jumped in a car and did 2,000 miles in 4 or 5 days. We left July 4th. Yes, July 4th. So yes, when we left California, there were fireworks everywhere, which was fun because we had a dog in the car that couldn't handle loud sounds. We had to dope her up for the first part of the trip. And then we arrived here the 8th or the 9th. I can't remember. I'd have to look it up. But along the way, we did get to see some cool stuff. That was kind of neat. We took a lot of pictures. They're over on in my journal somewhere, I think, online. But anyway, moving along. Let's dig into our bag, okay? Let's see what we have here. I know a few things, like I said. Let's see. This first one is Dead Sea Mud Mask, a deep skin cleanser. Meet mud, your skin's new best friend. Another mask. I can live with another mask. I don't know. There we go. My lights are washing it out. Let's open this up. Take a look. also safety sealed. I love seeing me some safety seals. Get rid of that. Oh, let's take a little bit of this out. Oh, that's a stiffer mask. Oh, that's definitely a stiffer mask. It's a deep dark, it's a kind of a greenish gray. Okay, so that other mask did dry down. I still feel the granules. So I suspect when it dries down and then you wash it off, the granules help clean up your skin. And there's that. I didn't put it on real thick, but there's how that looks. That'll be fun. As we all know, Dommy loves masks. Dommy loves masks. All right, digging back in. Digging back in. Another big item. Ades New York organic infused nail lacquer. There's the box. My last Ades didn't go so well. Let's hope this one does. Ooh, that's a pretty color. I hope it's a good open. It's kind of a periwinkle. I wonder. Oh, that's pretty. That's nice. Ah, okay, I'm looking forward to trying that. Hopefully this one will, that's a really strong smell too. And you can look back here, I'm probably going to have to make sure to mix it because I'm not sure, can you see that? A little bit of blue probably needs to be mixed in. So, looking forward to trying that. That's a beautiful color. Digging in again, we got so many things, let's grab this one. Well, that's a nice size. This is the Doce Max Last Volumizer Mascara. Another mini mascara to try, which I don't mind. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I like the, let's see if I can set that down. There we go. I like the brush already. It's got the big, long, thick bristles. And they aren't that plastic or doing any weird shapes. The only thing that would make it better if it was curved. Alrighty, looking forward to trying that. I know a lot of people complain about getting mascara samples. I like getting mascara samples because if you hate the mascara, you don't feel so bad throwing it out. You can't give it to anybody else because you've used it on your eyes. I can probably give it to my daughter if I don't like it. If you do like it, and you paid for it or whatever, and you don't get through it in the 3-month or 4-month time span, again, you don't feel so guilty throwing it out because you would have probably paid less for it than if you had paid for a full size. Like, I'm not sure how much the full size of the Urban Decay Perversion is, but this little guy is $11. I have no problems with an $11 mascara as long as it's something I'm going to use most of it of. And I suspect with that one, I will. So I'm looking forward to giving that a try, and I love getting the little mascara samples. Those don't bother me. Reaching in again and grabbing something else. This is one that I was looking forward to. This is the Huda Beauty Lip Contour, and it is in the color Trophy Wife. I saw this one and went, ooh, it's a berry pink. I might be able to live with that. I have one Huda thing, I think, and that is my Obsessions Electric palette. Well, that's a little darker on the tip than I expected it to be. Oh, that's creamy and smooth, and I like that color. That's beautiful. It is on the berrier side of pink. It's not a pinky pink, and that's one of the reasons why I can like that. I'm not into pinky pink, really pink colors. But that's more berry, and I'm really looking forward to using that up. So this last one is Pop Goes the Shadow. I got the color I wanted. This is the one I was worried about. I didn't want a gold. I didn't want another gold, but it's in Mermaid Teal. That is beautiful. Look at that color. That's gorgeous. Oh, and it's shimmery and beautiful. I've been collecting some greens lately. Oh, that's nice. That's beautiful. That's gorgeous. Does that actually have a bit of a shift, a tiny bit of a gold shift to it? Am I imagining things? It seems to go kind of lighter to darker on that color. That's beautiful. That's even more gorgeous than I thought it would be. Okay, I'm excited about that. I don't, as long as this works as well in my eyes as it did as the swatch, this will be a single I keep. I don't keep too many singles, but this is beautiful. That's a beautiful color. Oh man, I'm gonna have to get myself another color pop thing. Fit that in with one of the color pops. That's beautiful. That's gorgeous. Overall, I'm pretty excited about this month's bag. I got a lip liner I'm gonna like. I got a mask I'm probably gonna like. The eyeshadow I'm really excited to try. As long as it doesn't flake or do anything really strange, I suspect I'm gonna like this one. I love the brush on it, and it's a good, decent sample size. It's not teeny tiny, but it's not, you know, well, I wouldn't have minded it being a full size either, but it's a good size, so I'm really happy with that. And I'm excited to try this color. I'm hoping that it'll work out for me, because so far Heyas is not doing so well in terms of the other product just didn't work for me, so in terms of color. So I'm really hoping that this is a good product, and that I'm going to enjoy it. And I think that color is gorgeous, so I'm really looking forward to it. You think it'd go over the red? How do you think it'd be over the red? Tipping it? We'll see. I might do that. Anyway, really excited about all this. I'm very, very pleased this month. The only thing that I'm not excited about is the bag itself. And like I said, it's no big deal. I've got enough bags, and I can put this in the Project Beauty Share, and some lady who can't afford these kinds of things is going to love it for me. And that's it for today. Anyway, I'm gonna stop babbling at you. I seem to do this every time. Babble, babble, babble. I'm gonna stop now. I hope you all liked what you've seen, and if you have, please subscribe. It would mean everything to me if you did. Also remember, if you want to, you don't have to, but if you want to send a letter or card or something, now is a good time, because I'm hoping to have a mail call video filming probably closer to the end of the month, but hoping to do that soon. So if you want to send something along, you may. A letter or a card will be more than enough. If not, you know what? I love you all just for watching, and I hope you come by again. And when you do, bring your cup of tea. You have a great day. Bye. Yeah, no, not my kind. Nope.